tag.
It's Tyler's time.
What's that? Look at this big bearded.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Oh man, actually, real appearance of a Tyler on stream. Besides,
I was briefly over on the other stream, but it basically was, hey, I'm cutting to idle time. Sorry.
you know, shout out to, if you didn't know, this has been the producer for the both streams, I'd say, for the most part, for this entire tournament.
little bit jumping around there, so.
You know, thankless job, but I'll say thank you so much for everything that you've done this weekend. This tournament has been amazing. I've had a good time. I know everyone, all the stream monsters have had a good time.
There's been, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and say it. You ready?
I'm knocking on the plastic chair for good luck.
That was some good-ass DDR, right?
Oh, my God, yes. It's
Goodness gracious.
no blowouts. RC1 pulling back that Megalor. Is like, oh, yeah.
Dude, that Megalor, that was so good.
And speaking of good, we have this next card draw. All right, look at this spice, chat. And by the way, we didn't show you the cards, but...
Spicy.
Ooh, that's the backside.
Ooh.
And then your first one is going to be Glitter Expert. And then we're going to have Magnetic on the challenge side. Then we're going to have New Era Challenge.
Oh my goodness.
And then if it does go to, if we don't have a 3-0, the fourth one is going to be Blew My Mind Challenge.
Soda, and soda.
It's almost like there's a theme.
I wonder what the theme is.
Yes. This theme is Fujimori Festival because Soda, Fujimori, all of his songs.
So I hope you're ready for a lot of weird syncopation.
I was going to say a lot of boots and dupes.
Oh,
but
lot
yes,
of
you're right.
dupes.
Syncopation is the more intelligent way to you know, it's a more intelligent verbiage for that.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I love me some boops and dupes.
Oh, dupe.
So,
Oh, dupe.
oh, we duping.
All right, so once again, we have... Sorry, I gotta breathe off of that one.
Listen, it's been a long day, okay?
It has definitely been a day. All right, we have DJ, who is, as I said before, one of the only two locals, not just Ohio players, but locals.
Yeah.
To the top 8.
That's the thing too. Is I know that there's been this is actually, sorry, this is DJ's first time up here. He is from the Columbus area, but he's so dedicated. He'll just drive over to Dayton pretty much like every week, just so he can get some World in. And he's been grinding super hard to get some really amazing scores. So we'll see how he's able to pull this off. These two players also have been pointing. I just want to point this out. They've been on the other cabinet, just like grinding warm-ups for like that entire set. They've been going at it the whole time.
All right, and Ram flying in all the way from Dallas. They give the thumbs up. We're about to lock in, chat. Let's go. Match number 1.
Glitter.
Show me what you got.
Let's get it. All right, and Glitter Expert, a far more trickier version than a difficult. Lots of syncopation, lots of burst rhythms like that.
DJ picking up his first few greats there, but I mean it was in the middle of a good Marvelous stream, so it probably won't affect him too much in the end. But we'll see.
Yeah, still holding on by 1 point. Anyone's ball game. The difficulty with this chart is you kind of have to keep your brain awake. If you let it slip, you're going to just like, you're going to drag on a couple of like those triplet patterns.
Yeah, it's definitely a very cerebral chart here.
And so far, both of them handling it beautifully. Ram's still sitting on the PFC.
They are still neck and neck. Wow, this is crazy. Especially, yeah, again with the weird syncopation here.
They're both sitting on that green combo. About 3-point difference. Handle the green section really well. DJ MFCing the pass section. and picked up 1 grade out of it. Still maintain about 3 points over Ram. Oh, the tricky double step section. Both of them handling it really well. We're going to be getting into the last part of this. They're both locked in, chat. This is anyone's game. Eyes open, eyes open.
Oh, man. Oh, my goodness.
Ram brings it back little by little to win by 6 points. 2014, that was a good year. And 2008, also a pretty relatively good year. So we won't talk about it.
We're moving on.
Absolutely close match. This is the type of stuff I love to see. I'll keep it a stack with you, chat. This is, you know, I always like to say from the view of the audience and the TO doesn't mind whenever it goes to a quick 3-0, things move on. But I'm with you, chat. I want to see some good DDR. I want to see some DDRs for the people now. Haven't you?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Like we watch DDR just because we want to see those close matches. We want to see them go back and forth.
So as we get ready to go to Magnetic, and one thing we were talking about earlier on, one of the things that you can change is not only you can change your speed mod, but you can also change the amount of time that the arrows actually appear on screen. It's not common to see someone adjust their speed mods, adjust like the amount of time that the arrows stay on screen between songs. So that's fairly unusual.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely with DDR where they've added so many options to the game that just allow you to customize it exactly how you like it. And to the point where, I mean, I'm someone who comes from A20 where you don't have a lot of those options, and I'm sitting here, I'm like, I don't know what these guys are even doing anymore. It's crazy.
All right, tail of the tape.
Anyway.
DJ has a 98.7, and it looks like Ram has a 97.5. Here we go, chat. Ram up by 1. Magnetic is a song that I always say is, if you're going to be looking at going into Enders, this is one that you absolutely need to have perfectly down, because this is guaranteed to come up in a card draw in top 16 if you ever are able to make it that far. And both of them showing that, one of the phrases I like to use, they absolutely deserve to be here. Handling it pretty well. Both of them picked up a good along the way, so still sitting on the full combo, but making the rest of it look like a breeze. 10-point difference, DJ in the lead, and both of them picked up a miss at about the same point. So,
yeah, the chart's definitely throwing a lot of strange turns at them that neither of them are particularly prepared for, but on the vicious slowdown here.
Yeah, Ram did kind of rush the first drills right there, and yeah, picked up a miss for it because of it. They have the knowledge of this chart.
Yeah,
that's definitely for sure.
They clearly both know this chart, but sometimes, you know, you can only do so much.
And the one thing that I kind of enjoy about Magnetic is not only is it like a mandatory uppers chart, it's one of those charts that like it forces you out of your comfort zone. You have to turn.
Oh yeah.
Like if you try to double step most of this song, you're just kind of setting yourself up to get tangled feet down the line. And DJ takes that, fires back, 21-17 to 20-72. 47, 7 greats, 3 goods and 2 misses. 57-18, 4 goods and 2 misses out of Ram. And yes, everyone who plays this song knows about the Magnetic Whip.
The Whip.
Whip being referring to just how aggressive that crossover is. The right to left crossover, that turns right there. All right, so next up we are going to go to New Era Challenge.
New Era, a chart with a lot of speed changes and stops and just pulling out all the tricks with this one. So this is one of those songs you really have to know it.
Yeah, it's a knowledge check of a song. It's more of a modern knowledge check, you know, compared to like whenever I say knowledge check, I usually refer to like, you know, your evolved songs, the ones that are going to be high tech. This one is way more of But how, especially with the challenge, how well do you know the patterns in the slowdowns? Compared to even like the expert, which is pretty straightforward. It's still a foot speed chart because the chart does move at 240 BPM for a majority of it. It's just the foot speed, the gimmicks, the bursts are, you have to know it.
Yeah, and you'll get thrown right into it with the speed changes. You got to know when they're coming and what to do when they come up.
All right, both of them with the breadstick on the board. Here we go. Compared to the expert, this one starts off a little bit more tamer and then works its way up into more complex bursts, like right here. DJ picking up a grade earlier on, and it looks like Ram just also picked his up. So Ram is actually in the lead by about a few points right now, but there's still so many steps in this chart to go. Anyone's ball game.
Man, those 16ths at that speed are so difficult.
And they're
sometimes.
both nailing them. No green, just gold. Ram picked up a miss right there, which gives DJ just a little bit of a lead.
But not much. It looks like he was able to catch right back up.
All right, here we go. 15-point difference. And we're about to get into the first stops. And those drills right before the stops are just so rough.
By the way, that is not the stream lagging at all. That is just the way it is.
Oh, beautiful from both. All right, here we go into the last foot speed section. DJ picked up a miss.
But it looks like he's able to hang on. And just letting that last streak go. He knows he's got it.
Hey, chat, all of you, regardless of who you're rooting for, give it up for both of them. That chart is insane. 22-19, 21-89. DJ with 2 misses.
Only 2 misses on that chart is...
It's kind of crazy, right? Ram taking the picture. Definitely an up score for Ram. Oh, my God. You know what? Up scores are up scores are up scores. We love to see it. Both of them, I need both of them to, like, hydrate real quick. Because they both had that, that hunched over, like, whoo.
And like I said, they've been going at it with the warm-ups for several sets there. And really wanted to make sure that they are able to, actually get up to the challenge there.
Watching that made me thirsty. Jeez, like.
Goodness. So many balls.
And they still got one more song left. They still got Blew My Mind Challenge.
Yeah, they still got Blew My Mind Challenge, and then.
And if Ram takes Blew My Mind, then we're gonna have the tiebreaker.
Yeah.
So it might go to a full 5, y'all.
Oh, I want to see that. I want to see this go to 5. Like I said, DJ's been grinding to make sure that he's able to get the timing, the speed, the stamina, and so like it's I just want to see how well he's able to step up here.
I mean, but you also gotta you can't discount the flight buff. The hunger that comes from I flew this many miles.
Oh yeah,
to show
absolutely.
Here. That you came to play. So like Ram, and it shows Ram's in top 8. Like,
oh yeah, absolutely. Like he's not messing around over here.
With all of the support from the Texas folk, from all of them down in Dallas, from the Lone Star State, a little bit of that yee to come back with the haul, and by the haul I mean that trophy, that W. You love to see it. Yee. So we're gonna go to Blow My Mind now. Blew My Mind, sorry. We're gonna go to Blow My Mind now.
Same thing. E, and I cannot stress this enough.
Ha.
Oh man, I'm so glad that we went with this theme, with the soda theme, just because like it's just one of those, it just gives you a selection of songs that just really makes you go, oh God, I gotta be really, like, I'm having difficulty keeping up with some of this stuff here. It's really complicated stuff, and it's so fun to watch.
I mean, and yeah, we get to end it on everyone's favorite Shock Arrow 18 for reasons that I'm not going to spoil. Feel free to talk about it amongst yourselves, chats, but a lot of people, when you say, oh yeah, what's your favorite upper Shock Arrow chart? People would be like, blew my mind because of technicality. All right, and it looks like we have a 91.6 from DJ and a 79, which, you know, I think is just a clear, so that probably means that Ram probably hasn't played this in a minute.
I mean, it's definitely one of those things where, like, sometimes these players will play on their own time, sometimes even just to kind of cover themselves up, to be like, I don't want them to know.
That is a tech that I have seen employed before. All right, here we go. If DJ gets this, DJ will move on in the bracket. Ram needs us to stay alive. Oh, this part is so rough if you don't have good slow reading. And now we get to the speed up.
Yeah, that slow reading is something that a lot of new players are kind of struggling to learn at this point. They realize, oh goodness, they're throwing in a lot of these charts where you have to read slow.
And DJ picking up some, Ram picking up some misses. DJ still sitting on a really good score. Picked up a miss right there. That's expected at that pattern.
Yeah, that was a really difficult little burst there.
All right, we get a little bit of slowdown in which you normally would think that that'd be a break, but no, this is still just as dense.
Absolutely not.
All right, and both of them taking a little bit of time to get some recovery back as we hit this nice burst section right there. Come on, finish strong, you two. Let's go, let's go. Excellent.
There we go.
Well done, both of the players. 1797 out of Ram. DJ does take it with 1873. Let me get a GG's out of both of these players. Push some buttons, chat. GG's for both of them.
Let me see them GG's in the chat.
Yeah, one point I do want to make with that chart is that not only is that chart difficult, but one of the things that was added on top of like being able to change the amount of display time that the arrows have on the screen is having a move-in, I guess, sudden plus, so to speak, where it dynamically adjusts the visibility based off of the BPM off of the kind of average BPM that you set. Having that option on for Blew My Mind actually makes that chart more difficult to read.
For you, yeah?
I would say for most people. There's a lot of charts that new setting constant makes it easier to read just because it forces you to focus on the right part of the screen. Blew My Mind is so dense in the slowdowns that it kind of doesn't really help.
Yeah, because like it slows down, but it like sneaks up on you because you're coming from such a fast part too.
It condenses it to all of a sudden, what would be the constant, the fear. I mean, what would be like the normal way that you view it is that you'd have almost like oops, all arrows on the screen at that part. Now you're just kind of condensing like really thick arrow patterns.
Yeah,
right,
and when
just like this big.
It starts coming at you fast. You're like, what do I do? Okay.
Yeah, you kind of have to be ready for it. But GG's to both of them.
Absolutely.
That was a pretty nightmarish set, and that's only the start of top 8. Like,
I know.
We're not even like deep into it yet.
We are definitely throwing down the gauntlet with the top 8 here. Like we are not messing around.